Let me show you how to check the lit switch with a jumper wire. Disconnect the washer from the wall outlet and open the controls back panel. Disconnect the wire harness from the switch. Make a 3-legged jumper wire like this. Apply solder to the tips and flatten them up. This way you could stick the jumper into the female quick disconnect terminals. Use electrical tape to insulate the connections. Connect the jumper wire to the terminals of the blue, yellow, and black wires. Use a piece of electrical tape to secure the jumper wire in place. Connect the washer to the wall outlet. Set the timer on the beginning of a cycle and pull the knob to turn the timer on. The washer is supposed to start filling, and when it fills to a selected level, it's supposed to start agitating. Close the door on the washer and turn the timer off. Set the timer on the spin cycle and pull the knob to turn it on. The washer is supposed to start draining and spinning. If the washer works okay with the jumper wire, but it doesn't work when the switch is connected, you will need to replace the lit switch. Let me show you how to check the lit switch with a multimeter. Set your multimeter on the lower scale to read ohms. To make sure that your multimeter is working, check it like this. When the two test probes are not touching each other, the reading should be infinity. And when they're touching each other, the reading should be close to 0 ohms. Make sure the door is closed when you're checking the switch. Take a reading between the terminals marked line and machine. The reading should be close to 0 ohms. Take another reading between the terminals marked line and motor. The reading should be close to 0 ohms. If any of the two readings is infinity, the switch is bad and you need to replace it. With the washer disconnected from the wall outlet and the controls back panel removed, disconnect the wire harness from the switch. You will need to keep the door open like this to be able to remove and replace the switch. To remove the switch, lift this tab with the screwdriver, push the switch, and take it right out. To install the new switch, set it in place, push down on it and pull until it locks in place. Make sure that the switch is locked in place. Connect the wire harness to the switch. Make sure it is pushed all the way in for a good connection. Make sure that the switch clicks on and off when you open and close the door. Close the controls back panel. That was a way to check and replace a new style lit switch in a Maytag washer. For the best place to buy parts online, I recommend Repair Clinic. When you buy from Repair Clinic, you have 365 days to return any unwanted part for a refund or for a replacement. Check the links on my website.